You're about to embark on a journey back in time where grandeur and power ruled the world. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insightful historical content. Imagine a civilization that stretched from the sun-baked sands of Africa to the frost-bitten forests of Britain, from the shimmering shores of Spain to the fertile plains of the Middle East. This was the Roman Empire, a marvel of human achievement that lasted over 5 centuries, from 27 BC to the late 5th century AD. Its influence is so profound that we continue to see its echoes in our modern world. The language we speak, the laws we abide by, the architecture we admire all bear the indelible mark of Rome, a city that once hummed with life, where senators debated in marble-clad halls and gladiators clashed in the Colosseum. Now, let's journey back to the ancient streets of Rome, where it all began. As the Bible narrates in the book of Romans, the ancient city of Rome was more than just a city. It was a symbol of power and civilization. The origins of Rome, as legend would have it, are steeped in drama and myth. The tale begins with twins, Romulus and Remus, abandoned in the wild, only to be nurtured by a she-wolf. As the boys grew, so did their ambition, leading to a tragic end for Remus and the birth of Rome, named after Romulus, its first king. From a humble Latin village in the middle of the Italian peninsula, Rome expanded under the stewardship of its early kings, absorbing neighboring settlements and gradually growing into a power that would come to dominate the ancient world. The city's growth was not just physical, it was also cultural and spiritual. The Bible, specifically the Book of Romans, provides a glimpse into the religious and cultural milieu of the time, a society profoundly influenced by its encounters with other cultures and religions. The Romans were masterful builders, architects and engineers. They transformed their city with grand temples, aqueducts, and public spaces that showcased their wealth and power. But Rome was not just a city of bricks and mortar. It was also a city of ideas where philosophy, politics, and law were hotly debated in the public square. The growth of Rome was not without its challenges. Internal strife, external threats, and a series of wars tested the mettle of this burgeoning power. But Rome showed a remarkable resilience. Each challenge was met with a blend of military might, diplomatic finesse, and sheer determination. This resilience, coupled with a knack for assimilating different cultures, was key to Rome's rise from a small Latin village to a formidable power. And so Rome grew, its influence spreading far beyond its 7 hills. A city that began as a small Latin village had become a symbol of power and civilization, a beacon that would cast its light across the ancient world and into the annals of history. At its height, the Roman Empire was the most extensive political and social structure in Western civilization. The Roman Empire, at its zenith, was an astonishing marvel of governance and organization. The political structure was a complex system, balancing the power between the emperor, the senate, and the military. The emperor held supreme authority, yet the Senate, comprised of Rome's most influential and affluent citizens, played a pivotal role in legislative matters. The military, on the other hand, was the backbone of the empire, ensuring its territorial integrity and enforcing its rule far and wide. The military might of Rome was an awe-inspiring sight. It was not just about the number of soldiers or the extent of the territory they controlled. It was about the discipline, the organization, and the relentless determination to conquer and rule. The Roman legions, disciplined and fearsome, were the embodiment of this power. They were the iron fist of the empire, extending its reach to the farthest corners of the known world. Yet the Roman Empire was not just about political power and military might. It was also a beacon of culture and learning. Rome was a melting pot where different cultures, languages, and traditions blended to create a unique and vibrant society. Literature, philosophy, arts, and architecture flourished. The empire's buildings, from the grandeur of the Colosseum to the intricate beauty of the Pantheon, are testament to this cultural richness. To understand the magnitude of Rome's power, we can look to the Bible. The New Testament mentions several Roman rulers, such as Pontius Pilate and Caesar Augustus. These references highlight the vast influence of the Roman Empire, even over the distant lands of Judea. The Roman Empire, in its grandeur and might, stood unparalleled, but as they say, pride comes before a fall. As we delve deeper into the history of this great civilization, we will explore how this peak of power eventually led to its decline. But for now, let's pause and marvel at the pinnacle of Rome's power, an era that has left an indelible mark on the annals of human history. Every empire has its sunset, and Rome was no exception. The Roman Empire, once a beacon of power, culture, and civilization, began to crumble under the weight of its own success. The factors leading to its decline were numerous, complex, and intertwined. A primary cause was economic turmoil. The empire's vast size necessitated a huge military expenditure, and its coffers were drained by constant wars. The debasement of currency led to rampant inflation, while widespread corruption and political instability further weakened the economic structure. Then there was the societal decay. The once virtuous and disciplined Roman society had become decadent and hedonistic. Gladiatorial games, extravagant feasts, and other forms of entertainment distracted the populace from the empire's worsening condition. The moral fabric of the society had unraveled, and with it, the unity and strength that had once defined Rome. In the midst of this turmoil, external pressures mounted. Barbarian invasions from the north became increasingly frequent and destructive. The mighty Roman legions, stretched thin and demoralized, were unable to repel these invaders. Rome was sacked multiple times, and eventually in the year 476, the last Roman emperor was dethroned by a Germanic king, marking the official end of the Western Roman Empire. This narrative of the fall of Rome echoes the biblical prophecies and narratives about the downfall of great empires. In the Book of Daniel, for instance, the statue dream foretells the rise and fall of empires, symbolizing the transient nature of worldly power. As with Babylon and Persia, Rome too had its moment of glory and its time of downfall. In its decline, Rome serves as a potent reminder of the inevitable cycle of rise and fall that characterizes human history. It is a testament to the fact that no empire, no matter how powerful, is immune to the forces of change and decay. The empire that had once ruled the known world was no more, but its legacy lived on. Rome's influence pervades our modern world in countless ways, from our legal systems and architectural styles to our languages and alphabets. The sun may have set on the Roman Empire, but its light still shines on. Rome wasn't built in a day, and it didn't disappear in one either. The Roman Empire may have crumbled more than 1,500 years ago, but its influence continues to shape our modern world in ways we often take for granted. Let's consider language, for instance. Latin, the tongue of Rome, is the mother of Romance languages like Italian, French, Spanish, Portuguese, and Romanian. Even in English, a Germanic language, we find Latin's fingerprints on countless words and phrases. And if you've ever had to endure the rigors of a Latin class, you know that Rome's linguistic legacy is very much alive. In the realm of law and government, Rome's influence is equally profound. The principles of Roman jurisprudence, including the presumption of innocence and the right to a fair trial, form the bedrock of legal systems worldwide. Similarly, the structure of our modern republics with their checks and balances mirrors the political systems of the Roman Republic. Rome's architectural prowess too has left an indelible mark on our cityscapes. The use of arches, vaults and domes, the development of concrete and the concept of urban planning, all these are gifts from Rome. If you've ever marveled at a grand cityscape or a monumental building, you've witnessed Rome's architectural legacy, but perhaps one of the most enduring legacies of Rome is Christianity. As the Bible testifies, it was within the borders of the Roman Empire that Christianity was born and subsequently spread. The empire's infrastructure and relative peace facilitated the dissemination of Christian teachings, and Rome itself became the heart of the Christian world. The Bible's continued influence is a testament to Rome's historical significance. The Roman Empire may have fallen, but its echoes still resonate in our world today. From the words we speak to the laws that govern us, from the cities we inhabit to the beliefs we hold dear, we are in many ways the children of Rome, living in a world shaped by its legacy. Our journey through the Roman Empire has come to an end, but history continues to unfold. We've trekked from Rome's mythical origins through its zenith of power to its eventual fall. We've witnessed the grandeur of the Colosseum, the wisdom of the Senate, and the might of the Roman legions. Yet, the true legacy of Rome isn't confined to the past. It's etched into the DNA of our modern world, from our legal systems to our architectural marvels. Understanding this historical titan gives us a fresh perspective on our present. The Roman Empire serves as a mirror reflecting both the triumphs and pitfalls of human ambition. Its story is a timeless testament to the resilience of civilization, a saga filled with lessons that are as relevant today as they were over 2,000 years ago. Don't forget to subscribe for more historical journeys. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning.